Welcome back to my channel, folks, and today I'm making beef bulgogi. Yes, you heard that right, beef bulgogi. The first thing we're going to do is get the marinade started, and to get that started we're going to use some Kikkoman soy sauce, pure sesame seed oil, toasted if you can find it. We got some sesame seeds, toasted if you can find it, garlic powder, onion powder, white vinegar, ginger, a whole white onion, green onion, and of course the ribeye. And other seasonings that's not listed is going to be some ground black pepper, 4 cloves of garlic, salt, and some sugar. Now, before you slice your meat, put it in the freezer for at least 2 to 3 hours so it can get a little stiff, so you can get some nice cuts on it. Okay, we got the meat here. As you can see, it's a little stiff. Now, I like thicker chunks, but if you're going to do some bulgogi slices to the T, the preference is that they're cut very thin. Let's see how thin I can cut this. That's not so bad. I'm greedy. I do prefer it to be a little thicker, but I'm going to try to do it the way you guys like. Okay. I love me some steak. Y'all that follow me should know by now how much I love me some steak. These cuts aren't so bad. Okay, I can deal with that. I'm not going to barbecue this today. Today I'm going to cook this in a pan. The only thing that's going to be missing from pan cooking is I'm not going to get that charcoal flavor. You know, the smoky flavor you get from barbecuing. That's fine. Still going to be delicious. Now you're getting the gist of it. See, now we're getting to the hard part. Let's see how that cuts. That's a lot better. Bumping the camera. And keep that fat on there. That brings flavor. Now I'm going to get this cut up as well as the other one. And then we're going to come back with the marinade. Okay, now check this out. We got it all cut up. See those slices? Real nice. Now the cool thing about ribeye is you got the nice fat and marbling inside, so that's going to add a lot of flavor to the meat. Okay, let's get started on the marinade. First we're going to get our vegetables chopped up, okay? So here I'm going to use 2 whole green onions here. I'm going to cut this half of an onion. This is going to be, I'll say, about a teaspoon of ginger. And then I'm going to cut these garlic cloves up. That's 4 garlic cloves. All chopped up. Green onions, white onion, garlic, and ginger. Now if you're looking for an exact measurement of the onion, I'll say half a cup. Alright, as you can see, I've put my ingredients into a bowl. The chopped ingredients, that is. Now, for the liquids. First, we're going to start with our sesame seed oil. It's going to be 4 tablespoons or 1/4 cup. Toasted if you can find it. For the soy sauce, we're going to do 4 tablespoons or 1/4 cup. Now you don't have to use less sodium. Use what you like. Okay. Now, for the vinegar, I'm going to use 2 teaspoons. 1, 2. Okay. I'll tell you what, I'll use 3. But that we got about a pound and a half of meat. So that's just to get it tenderized. Okay, now for the sweet. Now I'm using granulated sugar. You can also use brown sugar. You can use what's available to you. If you don't want it sweet, you don't even have to use sugar, because it's sweet and savory mixed. So I'm doing a tablespoon of granulated sugar. Now, if you're using brown sugar is going to bring like a caramel-like taste. A sugary caramel-like taste. And I know we just added the fresh garlic and the fresh onion, but I like a little more so the taste don't get lost. So I'm putting in a teaspoon of garlic powder. And I know we got 2 onions in there, but I like it. So I'm going to add a teaspoon of the powder. You don't have to add that. Okay. Now, we're going to give her a mix. Again, I know you don't like that clicking and clanking because it's going to, so I'm going to go ahead and mix this up. All mixed up. Now you have an option here. You can leave it like this and pour this into the meat bowl and get it mixing, or you can take a next step, put it in the blender if you have it, and blend it. I chose to blend. Now, one thing I gotta say, I almost forgot. Don't forget your salt. You're gonna add, I'll say, unfortunately, I have to crunch it. Yikes. A teaspoon of salt, because we are using soy. Got the mixture here. And before you pour it on your meat, give it a taste. This way you can see if there's anything you need to add to it. Like if it's too much of this, too much of that, you can balance it out. There you go. Let's give it a taste. Ooh. That's good. Shit, that makes good sauce. That's real good. You can taste the ginger, the onion, the garlic, and the sweet, and everything is balanced out. It's like a sweet savory. I don't got to add none of that. Okay. Let me go ahead and get this poured on my meats. Get it all out of there. I want it all out. If you're bougie, you can get some gloves. Okay? But me, I'm about to get all up in there. Mix it all up. You want it all covered. Just like that. Everything's covered. Let me pull it a little closer. See? Don't be scared. Alright. Now, I'm going to get my cover. And I'm going to let that marinade in the refrigerator for, I would definitely prefer overnight. I'm going to let this marinate for about 2 hours. You can let it marinate overnight if you're not going to cook this today. And that meat will be even more tender. But seeing how it's already super thin, you'll be good. Okay, now we're going to toast the sesame seeds. You don't have to toast them if you already purchased toasted sesame seeds. This is so easy, it should be illegal. Get it? Illegal? Y'all know what I'm talking about. By the way, much love to btsarmy and celebrating 10 years of being btsarmy. You see it? Cheers to you guys. And thank you so much for watching my cooking videos as well as my reaction vids. Cheers to y'all. Okay, now this is what we're going to do. I'll say this is going to be about, let me just get the pouring. First, you're going to take a pan or a pot like this and you're going to pour in your seeds. Don't put any oil, no butter, nothing like that. Now, if you're asking how much is that, put in as much as you like. Because this is going to be your garnish on top of the bulgogi after it's finished. And it's real easy to do. You basically wait till they turn brown. You see they're starting to turn. If you can see that on camera already. Some of them are turning a little brown. I have my stove on 6. You can do this in a pan. You can do this in anything. A pan, a pot, a skillet. Just don't let them burn. This ain't Usher. You want them toasty. You want them all to be kind of toasted. You know, I see they're getting there. Some are getting darker faster than others. That's fine. But that's basically how you toast them. Real easy. And it smells so delicious. Look at that. See how they're getting browner before our eyes? You got to keep an eye on it. Don't put these on the stove and walk away. You got to stand right here like I'm standing and toast them. Because if you don't, these bad boys will burn up. And you will have your lip poked out. See that? Now, if you like them at that point, by all means, stop it and drop and roll it. That's about how I like them. There you have it. That's how you toast your sesame seeds. We're going to use sesame seed oil, soy sauce, and garlic powder concoction for a dipping sauce. Basically, it's about your taste. Okay? Let me pop the little thing off. I'm going to put this in I got a lot of meat, so if you notice that there was a little water still in the bowl, that's not going to hurt it. That's about enough. A little bit more. Okay. Add some soy. And I said some because I'm not measuring this. I'm going to add what I add and I'm going to taste it. Add some garlic powder. Okay, let me get to mixing that. Grab a spoon. Give this a taste. I like it. I'll add a little more soy though. I want a little more soy. Now, you don't have to make it that way. You're going to use other things in your sauce as well. It's just something I made for a little dip. Okay. Now we're going to cook our meat. To start off, I got like, I'll say, half a cup of onions. Because, I mean, I like steak and onions. I don't know about you. That's optional. Just get them sauteed up in there. You can add as little or as much as you like, or you don't even have to add it. Now, one thing I forgot to mention. If you want this bulgogi to be spicy, you can add crushed red pepper. Or there's also a sauce you can add, a Korean spicy sauce that makes it spicy. Now, I love me a little spice, but not lately. Okay, not lately, not right now. So, what I'm gonna do is just bring a little spice. Nothing big, just a little ground black pepper. I might have wanted to add that in the marinade, but hey, it ain't never too late. Now, you don't have to wait for these to get all sweated out or anything to add your meats. So I'm about to get my thing going and add my meats there. Yeah. Now, you don't want to overcrowd the pan because you don't want this to boil. what's going to happen, a lot of juices from the beef is going to, you know, get inside the pan, and then you'll have like it boiling instead of pretty much low-key frying it. Yeah, that's pretty good. So I'm going to do this in batches, because already you can see some of the juice coming from there. Now if I was to add a lot more meat into this pan, it'll wind up boiling. And that's not too bad either. And while I got that, like I said, I'm going to add some of the black pepper. Now, you can add as much or as little as you want. You ain't got to add this. I ain't doing too good on spice right now, so that's as much as I'm going to add. Yeah, see what I'm talking about? The juice is starting to come up. You want that to cook off. And, I mean, there's juice from the onions as well. I don't mind that, but I don't want this to boil. And also, cook with the lid open. That's exactly what I'm talking about. This is batch 2. Don't mind if you got caramelization at the bottom of your pan. I mean, that happens when you cook. It also adds flavor. Now, another way this could be cooked too is you can put it on the grill. I would recommend using something like those, I forget what they're called, but you can, they're a lot of times used to cook fish. It's like a grate that closes. I've done that before with different types of meats that was too small to actually be put on the grill like that. Just to get that smoky charcoal flavor. Because this pan version, though delicious, it's going to taste different from if this was on the grill, because you know had that charcoal flavor, that charcoal smoky flavor. Okay, folks, I got it all garnished up. I added some green onions and some sesame, some toasted sesame seeds. Let me go ahead and grab a fork and dig on in. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it. Delicious. Now let me grab that sauce. And my sauce right here. I like how the sesame seeds bring an extra oomph to it. Look at that. Ooh-wee. Hell yeah. I'm about to get into it, y'all. This is so delicious. Let me grab one. Now, I don't know if you can't see it on here, but it's meat. It's real juicy. Can you see that? Real juicy. I want to give a special shout out to Tracy Dowd, because I remember one of my first reaction videos, either my first or second, she mentioned making bulgogi as well as some other Korean dishes. And hey, here it is. So special shout out to Tracy Dowd. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you for always being so active in the comments, leaving links and things like that. You are appreciated. Well, Army, I'm about to get into this. Alright, y'all. Thanks so much for taking time out to see what I'm doing in my day and what I'm cooking. And if you have any cooking suggestions, don't forget to put it in the comments or in my Gmail at PoeticDoesIt@gmail.com. With that being said, much love to you all. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.